Right, friends, hope you're all doing well. Warm welcome to School Volunteers class. And this is Satyanarayana. Again, let me welcome you all to our School Volunteers class. So many topics so far we have discussed, and today I'm here with a beautiful topic. So, in all world, in India, we are in hot summer. So, we talk more about the weather. When it's time to say something regarding weather, we need certain expressions to use even when you speak or write or text something. This is, you can say, there is no difference between these expressions or phrases regarding formal and informal. Casually, we use all these sentences regarding weather. So, when relating to weather forecast, we have to know certain vocabulary also. There are a number of vocabulary relating to weather. What type of sentences we have to use to express our views regarding weather. And there are certain idioms also there. They are also very important because we may mistaken when we listen those idiomatic phrases also. Right. Now let me go with today's beautiful topic. So how to express the weather related things. Friends, in all well, there are according to in the world, according to the geography, there are four seasons. Geologically, there are four seasons. We say they are winter, spring, summer, and autumn. So in the slide you can observe, you know all well what is winter and what is spring season. See, after winter we will get the spring season. At the bottom you can see in the months of February and March we get spring season, and almost the weather is too hot little bit, and we will get sometimes wet day also. Little bit rains we will get in the spring season. And then in the summer, what we are right now, we are in summer and hot and sunny and bright atmosphere we can see in the summer season. And in this season, will lie between April, May, June. These 3 months we can see. And then the last one here we can see autumn. The autumn season you can see the atmosphere is a bit cool. And you can get number of breezes, winds. You will see you can feel the winds, and then shedding of leaves you can observe. So leaves falling, you can see autumn season. So after June, here you can see autumn season we will have in September, October, and November. So you may have a doubt then. What about June to September? Right, according to the world's uh, what's there in geologically, you can see there are four seasons, but according to our India or Hindu culture, according to our Indian atmosphere, we can see there are six rutus. We can see. So these six rutus will fall in each 2 months for each rutus, and we have five seasons. Like more than to those four seasons, we have one more season. That's what we can say as monsoon. So monsoons nothing but the rainy season. So not only these seasons, you can say the seasons winter, spring, summer, and autumn. You can say monsoon is also there. So in the monsoon season, number of rains and feeling shots, and you will get plenty of rains, and sometimes it leads to floods also. So we can say in India, now we are going to discuss regarding five seasons. So winter, spring, summer, autumn, and monsoon also. So monsoon season right now, in which months we can see in July and August. So from January to December, you can see we feel we have all these seasons in India, these five seasons. So let us see what are the relative rutus in we are following these all. So the rutus associated to the seasons, what we have discussed. We have discussed five seasons in India, and there are six rutus in all well. Those six rutus are Vasanta Rutu and Grishma, Varsha, Sharat, Hemant, and Shri. Shishira Rutu. See, these Vasanta Rutu actually exactly according to what we say in English, that is spring season. So Vasanta
Sir,
Rutu, spring
sir,
season.
just adjust your mic because we are not. Yeah.
Hello, are you getting right now, sir?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So, friends, there are six Rutus. The relative seasons, let us discuss, because you know well regarding those six Rutus in our area, in our India and in our culture. So, what we say in English, let us see. So, Vasant Rutu is in season, and Grishma Rutu is summer, and Varsha Rutu monsoon season, and Sharat Rutu autumn season, and Hemanta Rutu pre-winter, and Sisira Rutu winter season. So, we have to learn all these vocabulary also. What we say Vasant Rutu in English, and Grishma Rutu in English, and Sharat Rutu in English, and Hemant Rutu in English, or Sisira Rutu in English. Actually, there are spring and summer, autumn, and winter. But here we divided winter into pre-winter and winter. Again, in India, we have monsoon season, right? Let's see a little bit more regarding vocabulary. So, in all, well, there are certain vocabulary are there relating to the seasons. So, we should know all this vocabulary. Then we can use in the sentences or phrases in our daily life. Now, let us see the slide. You can observe the vocabulary relating to winter, associating with winter. Though these weather vocabulary, almost all the words sometimes you may have. Now let us see one by one. So the first one you can see cool, cold. So when the season is winter, we say wintry and freezy. Freezing, you know all well what we use freeze. We freeze something in the freeze and frosty. Frost means water droplets, what you can see, and then misty. Both frosty and misty, you can understand both are nothing but equal. But when it comes to frosty, you can see it lays more time. When it comes to misty, it stay for some time only. So when sun comes up, misty will go up. When sun comes up, misty will go up. In the winter season, we can see the misty. When it comes to frosty, it is nothing but ice clouds, we can say. So cloudy, you can observe on the over the roads, you can see cloudy. So it stays more time. When you compare with misty you can see every day. In some days only we can see the frosty. Misty will disappear when sun comes, but frosty will stay more time, right? And then bitterly means it's too cool. When it's too cool, when it is too icy, we say bitterly. So chilly also, when it is comes to the word chilly and chilled drinks, we use the word chilled. So chilly, then the chilly means too cool, and bitterly means too chilly. So cool is the word, and if it is more cool, we use chilly, and if it is more chilly, we use bitterly cold and crispy and crisp. And we know the word snow. Snow is nothing but ice, and we sometimes we use icy and hails. Hails, nothing but ice balls. You can say. So ice will changes into hail. If it is more frosty and misty, it is more frosty, we will see hail in the northern India. You can see in the Himalayan regions. So we will get those hails. And gloomy is also there. Gloomy, the atmosphere when it is in the winter, you can see more nighttime and less daytime. The atmosphere will be gloomy. We use all these words to tell about something regarding relating to weather and regarding weather. So this is all about winter vocabulary. Friends, please try to remember all these words. Try to use whenever it is possible. Then we will develop our skills, right? So next slide, please. So here is another side. You can see vocabulary relating to spring. So weather vocabulary relating to spring season. In the spring season, you can see the blossoming. So the atmosphere is very appropriate to grow the plants and trees. You can see the atmosphere warm, and wetty we can see, and bright also we will get number of breezes. So we can see clouds in the sky, and we use the word of course overcast because we are not able to see the sky, blue sky. If they are covered with clouds, we say it is overcast. So these are the words we have to use relating to spring season. When you use these words means you are talking something spring season. If you are supposed to speak something regarding spring season, we have to use these words. Let us see something more in another side. Right. So whether vocabulary relating to summer, friends, we are now in summer, and of course, due to Corona, we are not facing that much problems relating to summer, skin tanning or thirsty or sunstrokes. We know all well what to do in the summer, taking more water, taking care of doing our works below 10 and after 4 o'clock. We know all, everything regarding summer. But certain vocabulary is also there we have to use regarding the weather, some or something. You know, well, the first word we can see hot. Sometimes we use heat, temperature. The temperature is high, temperature is low, low temperature point, high temperature point. We use this. Today is too hot. We say something. And the scorcher. So scorcher is a very frequent word we use relating to it. If it is too hot, we use the word scorcher. So for example, if the day is a very hot day and you get more heat, we say today is too hot. And if you want to say too hot, another word is there, scorcher. The day is scorcher day like that. When it is the temperature is too high, we say very heat, and we get the waves, the heat waves. And sometimes it is, we can say sunny. Sunny not only we use in summer, in some other days in the winter or some days in the rainy season also, the day full day will be bright and shine. We can say today, even it is rainy season, today is sunny, we can say. In summer season we can see clear skies, and shining bright. And there are two more words you can see in the right side, boiling and baking. So you know the what general meanings of boil and baking. So if the day is too hot, we use it's boiling, it's baking like this. And we can see humidity, more humidity in the summer. So the water vapor will not go outside. It will stay in the atmosphere, and the humidity you will get more humidity in the summer. So because of humidity, we feel sticky. Sweat, we will get more sweat on our bodies. So when you get more sweat, we say today is sticky because of humid. So these are the really important words. So many words are there. Let's see. Relating to other seasons also. Weather vocabulary relating to rain. So when you compare with all the seasons, rain has more words we have to use, and rain and winter. You can see rain, we use wet, rainbows, and then umbrellas, some other words, and heavy rains, we say we use heavy, and thunders, you know, that when clouds um, meet at somewhere, we will get thunders and lightnings. So thunders, we get more sound, and lightning, flash of light, we will get. And storms, you know that the storms having having the more heavy rains with the winds, we will say storms we will get. Because of heavy rains, we get floods also. Floods also a relating vocabulary word to rain. And drizzling is a word if it is raining. And when you get wet and when you go out in the rain, we use the word soak. And hurricanes, you know well, and hurricanes, cyclones, typhoons. So these are the words. Of course, hurricanes we use if cyclones happened in oceans, we say hurricanes. And especially when those hurricanes happens in Pacific Sea, we use the word typhoons. So if you listen something in the news, so if you heard typhoons word, that it means they are saying something, the cyclones happened in Pacific Ocean. And in general versions, we use the word hurricanes. And you know all the word cyclones. And these cyclones have their names also. Recently, uh, Hudud cyclone. Number of cyclones, they have names also. We frequently use that words. And tornadoes, you know that tornadoes, whirling of air. At one pressure points comes to one point, you will get those tornadoes and gales, heavy winds. When you can see gales, and in the rainy season we can feel the atmosphere. Even at the daytime also we can see less lighting. We see darkness, so we use the word dark also in the rainy season. So these are the important vocabulary, friends. Please try to remember which are these words which are relating to rainy season, or we can say monsoon season. So you know the word monsoon. Sometimes uh, farmers are very busy with their fields, work in the fields. So we can see less business in the market, and we will get the offers, monsoon offers. We use the word monsoon. So that is also a related word to rainy season or monsoon. Sir, next slide, please. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And weather vocabulary to autumn. So here autumn, N is silent. Friends, please try to observe that N is silent. And sometimes we pronounce is autumn and autumn. There we can see shedding of leaves. Slowly in these 2 months, we will get all the trees shed their leaves. That means they drop their leaves. Leaves falling, we will observe. So the words cool and breeze in the autumn season, we will get pleasant atmosphere and pleasant winds, pleasant air flowing. That means breeze we can see, and we can observe leaf fall, and that is the time to so many areas. It is time for harvesting. So we can see and shedding of leaves, nothing but leaves falling. Sometimes we have to use leaves fall, falling of leaves, and we can use shedding. And the atmosphere, the pleasant. Which season is pleasant season? Immediate the answer is autumn. Of course, we may love winter season. We may love sometimes some may love summer or rainy monsoon season. But what it may be, according to the atmosphere, the temperature is average. We can see all the atmosphere at average points each and every reading. So we can say that is pleasant season. So these are important words relating to autumn season. Now let us see for winter. So yeah, after that, sir, right then. Okay, now we have discussed so many things, words relating to winter, spring, summer, and rain season, autumn season. Try to keep all those vocabulary in your mind, words. I think you know all those words. So how to express all these? It's very simple to say something regarding weather relating words, season relating sentences, phrases. There are only three types. One which starts with it, and the second one there, frequent to use with it and there. More than these two, whatever you use, we can say into third category. We can put the other sentence. Rest of all sentences we can put it into third. So only there are simply we can say there are two types which we start with it and there. Frequently we use these words like this. So we can express these starting with it and there and some other sentences. Before that, let us see. We start with it. So in the slide, you can see according to the season, you can use all. The first you can see it's sunny. It may rain now. It's bright today. It's humid today. It's too hot today. See, it's sunny today. Or simply, it's sunny. How is the weather? How is the weather? How is the atmosphere? If anybody asks us, it's sunny today. If it is cloudy, we can use the word sentence. It may rain now. If the atmosphere is very bright, we can use it's bright and it's humid. It's too hot today. It's humid today. And some other expression sentences. Let us see to express the weather. It's a great day. It's a cloudy day. It's a misty day. It's a foggy day. It's a scorched today. It's a drizzling today. It's shining. Shining today. See, friends, when you see the start in two words are it's a, and the last one is day, or today. Simply the meanwhile words you can observe that only adjectives. Great, cloudy, misty, foggy, drizzling, shining, scorchery or scorcher. If you say the adjectives between starting with it's and completing with a day, we can say how the weather is on that day. So simply we can say it's a great day, it's a cloudy day, it's a misty day like that. And let us see some more. It's icy, it's overcast. So already I told you on the day it is very cloudy, too dark, clouds are covered. So you can say it's overcast, it's baking, it's boiling. When you feel very hot, you can see we can't bear that much heat. It's really boiling today. It's boiling. It's baking. You can say it's almost like gale. So you are getting more winds. More winds. Sometimes if you feel that the rain may come. So if you take an umbrella and if you open up in the gale will take away your umbrella. That much speed winds breezes if you get, we say it's almost a gale, and it's dark overhead in the rainy season or in the winter season. Mostly in the rainy season we use it's dark overhead, and it's warm outside, and it's windy. If you get more breezes, more winds, we say it's windy outside. It's windy today, or you can expect. So in last three sentences here, you just see the friends. It's going to rain. It's going to be hot today. It's going to be snowing. Right, friends. These are all. If you observe, you start with it and is. It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. So which represents present. How the atmosphere is. How the weather on that day on today. Then what about past and coming days, future days? So we can use, for example, if you say in the first one, it's sunny. If you want to say something regarding yesterday was too hot, sunny day, so you can say it was a sunny day. Yesterday was a sunny day. It's a sunny day. It was a sunny day yesterday, or it was a sunny day. Yeah, like that. So it was bright. It was humid. It was a misty day. You can say relating to past also. Then immediately in the same sense you can use for the future also. For example, let me say it will be sunny. It will be sunny tomorrow, it will be raining tomorrow. It will be rain. So friends, here we are using adjectives after it's, and sometimes we are using ing forms also. So you can see it's drizzling, it's shining, it is boiling, it is baking. So we started with it. We have used adjectives and V1ing forms. When you think of grammar, just if you don't mind, don't think of this grammar. We are using like this. We are using adjectives and V1ing forms by using it. And after it, if you take is, we are saying something regarding what's now, what's right now, present. If you use was regarding past. If you use will, we are saying something regarding future. So one more example, let us see. It is icy, present. It was icy, past. It will be icy, future. It's baking. It was baking. It will be baking. So these are. For the future also we can say it's going to rain tomorrow. So the last thing, it's going to rain on that day or for tomorrow. If you feel, we can use present continuous or ing form. Continuous there we use not only for ongoing actions, we use for future, certain future actions. If it is the season is monsoon, we expect almost all every day rains. So we can say it's going to rain tomorrow. So we can use for future realistic or future certainty. Certain future things are there. We can use ing forms to say something related to future. Not only will. In all well, to say something related to future, we use will. We can also use V1 plus ing form. So it may rain, it will rain, it's going to rain. All these give the same sense. So, and then now let us see some more expressions relating to weather. Sir, next slide, please. Here is pictorial description how to express our. So you can see in the first picture, what to say, friends? It's sunny. So we can add the word day. It's a sunny day, or you can say it's sunny today. The next one, it's a great day. So that must be too cool. You have enjoyed the day. Then immediately you can comment. Really, it's a great day. And in the third picture, you can see it's icy. It's an icy day, and it's icy today. It's icy now. You can say anyway. Or if you want to say the same atmosphere you had on the before day or before some other days, so we can say it was icy. And you can see in the fourth picture, it's a beautiful picture. You can observe that. So the cloud, you can see dark clouds. When they are dark clouds, if you observe, you feel that rain will come within some minutes. Within little bit time, we will have rains. So we say when you observe the atmosphere, when suddenly the atmosphere changes very cool, and you can find dark clouds over your head. Then we say it's going to rain. It's cloudy. It's dark outside. It may rain now. It's going to rain. In such a way, we have to practice these sentences and we have to use the vocabulary relating to the weather. Right. Now let us see some more. Sir. Already I told you. Use it for present and past and future. You can also use there in the same sense. Now let us see relating to only present. There is a gentle breeze. There is a lot of lightning and there are strong breezes. There are heavy rains. There are some light clouds out there. So these are the things we can use. The vocabulary you can observe most in clouds, breeze, lightning, rains, clouds. We use all the words. We can use all these words. But the structure you can observe that there is a there are, and we can use there was, there were also, there will be also for past and future. So now let us say uh, some examples you can observe. There are severe hot waves. There were severe hot waves, and there were severe hot waves in Andhra Pradesh. We may listen certain words when you listen to news. So, friends, as we have discussed so far, we can use it is or it was. We can also use there is and there are. So, uh, you know always. So there are means in the we will see it is raining and there is raining. When you observe these two, we use only there it is raining. Very rarely, in a rare context only, we use there is raining. So, and of course, and there are rains we use. There are rains we are expecting means may not exact sense what their word gives. So there are rains we are expecting means we may have the rains. We will have the rains. So that is the difference between it and there. So there are strong breezes means some not something else. There are some strong breezes means if you come outside you can face. So we can see it's freezing. We can see there are heavy rains, or it's raining heavily. There are heavy rains, or we can use it's raining heavily. Both gives the same sense. So try to use with it or sometimes there also regarding to the situations. But one thing, friends, there is I think you got 2 points. So relating to weather, frequently we use it and there to say in a one sentence how the weather is. Of course, in the in the conversations, we use number of sentences, but when it comes to weather, frequently we have to use all these. So it's dark outside. We can see number of black clouds. So we can see dark clouds overhead. We can see wow, okay, it's overcast. So I expect it may rain now. Let me take an umbrella. So we can say all these. So don't go out now. You may serve. We are expecting heavy rain today. So what is the weather? Yeah, what is the forecast of weather? What is the weather forecast? We can use some other sentence also. So now let us see those sentences not relating to it and there. See, friends, now. So next slide, please. So here are some illustrations relating to um, some general expressions. Now we can see. After that, we can see some pictorial illustrations regarding what we have discussed. So some other sentences. Try to practice. Friends, for this, I request you all try to listen the news in English news whenever there is a chance. So at the end, you can see weather forecast. So if you observe those sentences, the particular words what they use. So if you remember, you can use whenever it is needed. See certain examples now you can see. I can see lightning. I can hear thunders. What's your favorite season? My clothes are getting soaked. So he didn't take an umbrella on that day. So by unfortunate, you're supposed to come in the rain, and you can use this word. My clothes are getting soaked. Luckily, I brought my umbrella. So that is monsoon season, rainy season. Frequently, you take umbrella. On that day also, you took an umbrella, and you got rain. You had rain, and then you say, "Luckily, I brought my umbrella." So the hurricane is approaching the coast. So hurricanes happen in the middle of the oceans, or some nearer to uh, banks. Then we can say we can see the sea coast. When they reaches the coast, so we are expecting cyclones. So and then typhoon will make landfall. And already I told you hurricanes and typhoons. The cyclones happened in oceans. So typhoon specifically for Pacific. Right. So these are some general expenses, friends. Number of actions are there. We have to discuss regarding whether what to say. Right. How if we discuss right now all those we can't remember. But my intention is if I give you some vocabulary, some basic structure using it and there, then you will start talking in English relating to weather, and then you will be habituated by whenever there is a chance. I am very damn sure that you will catch that word, you will catch the sentence, and you will try to use the sentence and the word. So I want to make just familiarize all these sentences and words. Right, friends. Next, let us see more. Let's see. Uh, you, Friends, before going to take the question and answers, I would like to say something relating to uh, some idiomatic expressions. Sir, may I have my video? Right. So this, friends, there are number of idiomatic phrases and sentences are there. They actually, if you try to translate in your mother tongue, you will get different meaning. But so you have to learn when you listen those sentences immediately. Take help of dictionary or your mobile dictionary. Because, for example, let me say, have you heard it's raining cats and dogs? It's raining cats and dogs. So that it means cats and dogs are fallen from heaven. No. So actually, the original meaning is it's raining cats and dogs. The original meaning is it's raining heavily. If you are getting heavy rains on that day, we can say it's raining heavily. So it's raining heavily. Uh, we can say in idiomatic expression, the idiomatic expression of that part, it's raining cats and dogs. It's raining sixes and sevens also. It's raining sixes and sevens. That means you can observe what is sixes and what is sevens. We don't know. These are two numbers. But the idiomatic expression is it's raining sixes and sevens. It's raining cats and dogs. The sky is bucketing down. We say the sky is bucketing down. We use. So that it means what? That means bucketing down means you get heavy rains, pouring of heavy water from the clouds. We use more water through the rains you are getting means the sky is butting and bucketing down we use. So heavens doors open we use. All these are very idiomatic expressions we use. So you can say sometimes you can see you will need to be bundled up, or you can see your breath in the winter season. You can use you can see your breath today. So that was chilly on that day. Sometimes you can see when you say we can observe our air comes from our mouth. So when sometimes when they speak, you can see the air comes in from the breath will come out. We can see the breath. So if you say the same sentence, you can see your breath. That it means it's a little bit more chilly on that day. So these are certain idiomatic expressions we have to follow. Friends, hope you have enjoyed today's session, and it's time for question and answers. And I think already our Jagan sir has given you briefly regarding Zoom app. There is nothing to worry regarding using Zoom app, and he will talk about that. It's time for question and answers. So, friends, you can ask questions.